And when opponent is having fun, then it's not worth my time. If I'm having fun, who gives a shit? Round 4. I've got an elk. And a keepable hand, to be perfectly honest. We're gonna just lead with Time Walk and then look to Stirrings into a Workshop. And then jam a Forge. It is if you're on stream doing it for the first time on stream. Like, I don't find Pio that much fun to combo with anymore, but this is fine. Yeah, opponents aren't letting you see any of the goods. Alright. A classic Tropical Jet Time Walk play. The turn 2 play will be not a classic. It'll be an Ancient Stirrings. Look at the kitty. Look at the second Ancient Stirrings. Alright. Ancient Stirrings. Workshop. Didn't find a Workshop, but found a Black Lotus. Like a little unfortunate because we won't be able to play a land drop this turn. Yeah, it's game 1. Like, they can have trap, but it's game 1, man. The problem with Forge is I can't play a land drop this turn, but if I take a Tomb, am I really winning? Like, I definitely want this for my Ironworks combos. We have another Stirrings. This should be fine. I do think playing the Forge is better than playing one of the Ironworks, just because it gives us the chance to go Moxen wide. I'm willing to bottom this, look for Moxen. Interesting. Alright, well, not a bad turn 1, to be perfectly honest, but could have been better. Rack for green and Stirrings. Yeah, that was probably a better line, to be perfectly honest. I have to hit any land. Yeah, that would have been better. I should probably have cracked my Lotus for green and cast Stirrings. I mean, I could miss like last game. There are 2 Ancient Tombs on the bottom, so that means there's only 11 lands left in the deck. 11 and 5. I mean, it probably hit, but I'm gonna mill this in my upkeep, I think. I don't really want up this card. What is this? Ancestral? How do they always have Ancestral? Alright, you have 8 cards in hand, I guess. Not terrible. That's pretty bad, but at least we can reset the top, I guess. I still want a Workshop, but I guess we'll take a Mana Vault, which will let us get to Ironworks. Hit a Pearl, that's a great draw. Statue. I'm gonna play this land just so I don't get dazed. I could go all the way to Statue right now. And they could be on DPS, so it might be worth it. I lose all of my Moxen, but pretty sure we're supposed to do it. Got a force? Haha! Success. Alright, okay, alright. That helps. That went pretty well. Oh god. Don't DAC my God Pharaoh statue. I know that costs 5 mana, but I feel like they want it. I'm gonna draw this just so I can have an extra activation of Forge on my side. I do think I'm supposed to... God, I really don't want this to get dazed. It's like nothing I can sack if I get dazed. I don't want to play the Spire. I really want to be able to draw like through a land with this Sapphire, or say with this Wellspring. But Daze would just be so bad. I could sack the KCI. Then we can't fully play a KCI this turn though. It's like kind of bad, right? I'm just gonna play it, and I'm not gonna play around Daze. Daze is fine because they're gonna go down in mana into a statue. That's kind of an interesting card. So let's draw through it and see what's on top. Moxen or Sweet? I would love to see a Moxen on Academy. Academy. Yeah, no, that's why I didn't do it, Smash. That is why we didn't do it. So I kind of think I'm just supposed to sack my Forge here. Maybe I'll look for one more Moxen. Actually, the cool thing is I can use this to pay for a card off the top, so if I like find a Wellspring, I can sack my Forge and still cast it. That's a great draw. But I can like get my Wellspring back if I just sack my Forge. It's kind of an awkward play. They could technically still have a Force. I guess if they have the riskiest play we can make is like sack our own Ironworks. But then we still have a Forge after, so actually I don't mind that shit actually. That might be a better play. Well, no, yeah, because I get a no, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. Because then I have to. Because then I have to get. I don't have enough mana to replay my Wellspring. Alright, I'm gonna sack the... Well, the problem is if I sack this to get a Wellspring, I'm drawing into Work Swap. So that doesn't work either. Alright, I think we're supposed to pass. Which is really bad, because it technically puts them into Hurkyl's mana. I don't know if they'll play Hurkyl's, but... They could also Vamp right there if they have a Vamp. I think they could have a Force still, too. If they had Vamp, I would have been able to misstep it, but I probably would have clicked through it. So, oh, I should... Yeah, I think actually drawing there is fine. Because drawing a Workshop is fine. We're gonna probably win the game if they have nothing, so... Nice, we get to draw through this other Workshop. We really just want to find a 1-drop, like a Sphere or something. Make a red... Make it into colorless. Cast an Opal. Do I want to draw through this? Or do I want to draw it? I can draw it and turn the Sapphire into an Elk. Probably better. Return Lotus. Can't see. I have another Trawler on top. Sure. That 3-ball doesn't really do anything. I was just looking for colored mana. I guess I don't even need colored mana. I probably should get Lotus, or sorry, Vault in that point. I probably should have attacked first, but attacking is not how we're winning the game. But they're just so far off of casting spells because we turn off their Sapphire here. I don't think you're supposed to play this Trinisphere, though. I guess you probably just play it and sack it. Doesn't really matter. Because you don't want to use your Forge yet. Ooh, that would have been a little awkward, but we have a KCI that we could have sacked. Like, actually, playing this and sacking it gets a Wellspring back, which is great. So, yeah, you would just play this, sack it, get a Wellspring back, draw through these blue cards. We would eventually just spine them out. Pretty sick. Pretty sick. So we don't know what they're on, but we're going to bring in Veil. We only know they're Grixis colored, so like Breach or something. We probably don't need Oko though. I mean, Oko's fine. We just don't need it, right? I feel like it's like not that good against Breach where you can just die at any point. I really think we might want to just have these like full sphere sideboard. Everyone's doing unfair things. You're right though, Bird. I was just thinking we needed colored mana and didn't look at our board where like we had a ton of colored mana, so there was really no reason to have Lotus. Especially when I can play the Mana Vault, get the Lotus back anyways with the Mana Vault, so it just kind of didn't matter at that point. So, but you're totally right. When in doubt, you gotta think about the things. You always gotta have something underneath it. So when you're skipping from 2 to 0, that's a bad sign. You should grab I just like, we didn't have a star, right? So I didn't even think about Vault, to be perfectly honest. But yeah, no crazy loops. You just gotta always go one lower. Makes so much mana though. Kind of crazy how much mana Cart Clan Mana Vault Lotus stuff. This is a fucking hand, isn't it? Yeah. Keep F6. You got an Ancestral? It'd be better to draw like a Moxen, and then that way I can go Moxen, Soul Ring, Lotus, Tolarian Forge. Because this is like a little awkward where if I want to play Forge on turn 1, I would have to do some silly things. But here I think we might want to just go Lotus, Soul Ring, Scrap Trawler, Star, Academy, Sack Star, bring back Lotus. I mean, if I play around Days, I have to not play Lotus first. I have to play Spire. Which I don't want to do, if possible. If I go Spire, Lotus, Soul Ring, Trapped... I guess I can still do that. I just lose a little bit of mana. Maybe that's better. I lose a small amount of mana this way. If they have Force of Negation, I lose on the spot, I guess, but... This does play around Days, so I think it's probably correct. I think they have Negation, so I'm going to go with the Trawler line instead of the Forge line. It's better to get green mana here. If this all resolves, I get my Lotus back, and we get to keep doing things. Okay, opponent. You're gonna have to have it at this point here. I'm gonna run right into this Daze, I think, because I think the value... I think the value is there. I guess we can just Star first, right? Because the Star is net mana. So we don't have to run into the Daze. I believe this is what you call going off. Wait, what do we do, though? Go down to 2, play a Forge. Go down to... We play a Cart Clan, go to 2, sack. No, we definitely play this to start. Play this, sack my Soul Ring. Get back my Lotus. Get back... Play a Forge. Get 2 looks off the top. Found a Wellspring on the first look. Yeah, it gets game. It's just very big game. Sick turn 1 kill. Alright, 1. Let's grab a star. Hey, turn 1, nice blue deck. Why didn't you keep Force of Will, you dumb idiot? I'm sorry, you're not a dumb idiot, but you might have wanted to keep Force of Will. All right, 3-1. Just got rolled by PO in that one round, but their other rounds have been looking pretty good. Though I have mostly 3-2'd and 2-3'd, so I suspect we might just get like dredged or PO'd in round 5. In case I draw a blue spell. I wanted to float a blue and a green. Why am I not allowed to float a blue and a green? What if I draw Ancestral or Time Walk? As long as I have a green. Thanks, Firemine. It's a pretty cool one. It's a lot of fun. You see, they're a bad vintage player because they didn't have Ancestral Recall in their opening hand. Oh god, that's so bad. I don't mean it. It's a jokes. It's jokes. Yeah, I don't think so. It seems pretty lame to me, Jacob. I suggest they change it, to be honest. We haven't done any veiling today. No, I'm definitely not playing Isaac's list. I could play a variation of this list that uses some of his ideas, but I'm definitely not going to play not going to play Ancestral Time Walk Tinker. Oh, it's not actually legit Firemine, because the minute it's playable, everyone will play Collector Oof and Force of Vigor, and you lose the game.